Hello everybody. What's up? I'm Nikki Yanofsky. So happy to be on the Blue Notes page performing for you guys tonight. Welcome to my home. And to everybody on my Facebook. This should have been on the Blue Notes Facebook, but there were some technical difficulties, so I'm just going to be doing it on my personal Facebook. Hello. So tonight, I wanted to start out with that song by Stevie Wonder because the world really is in need of love today, and I thought this might help. We could spread the love here. Tonight is all about celebrating the black jazz and soul singers who really shaped me as a musician. I wanted to take you on a little journey that I took years ago, actually. You know, these songs I'm going to be playing for you tonight are all from my childhood. Also, I apologize to my Facebook, but I will be looking more at this side, so just it is what it is. I have two separate devices. Anyway, back to what I was saying. These are the songs I grew up with. So, you know, I'm going to be singing along to some, I'll be listening to some, trying my hand at playing, which I might just end up, you know, scrapping because I'm not a very good pianist and I crack under pressure. I always choke when I'm recording live, but I wanted to start with the song from probably one of my strongest influences, Miss Ella Fitzgerald. So she is just my complete idol. Like I know every single Ella song I think there is to know. I was obsessed, so I'm obsessed, and yeah, the obsession continues, and here it goes. This is I've Got a Crush on You. Let me just get the key because it starts a cappella. Hang on. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way because my computer's acting up. How glad a million laddies from millionaires to caddies would be to capture me. But you had such persistence, you wore down my resistance. I fell, and it was so well. You're my big and brave and handsome Romeo. How I won you I shall never, never know. It's not that you're attractive, but all my heart grew active when you came into view. I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time. Hear me sigh. I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you care for a kind cottage we could share? The world will pardon my much, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. I always find it so fun when I'm doing, it's such a new way of streaming, right? I'm performing live because I'm so used to the audience being there, and I get to hear the applause. I'm just going to assume I see some virtual applause here, reading a lot of the comments. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little quick little ditty. So you all know how much I love Ella, but what about Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin? I think I've watched Lady Sings the Blues starring Diana Ross. It's the story of Billie Holiday's life a million times. I actually also got to meet Aretha Franklin one time which was awesome. She told me to stay in school. Very sound advice. Also, Respect was the first song I ever sang live on any stage, when I think I was way too young to be singing it, but I was like 10 or 11 years old singing that. Anyways, I wanted to pay tribute to both of these legends, but I only have 45 minutes here tonight, so I thought that because I had so much to get through, it would be a good idea to sing a song they both did renditions of, because they're both so different, these two different versions, so emotive and so beautiful. This is one of my favorites. It's called Crazy He Calls Me. Say I'll move the mountains, and I'll move the mountains if he wants them out of the way. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love, I say I'll go through fire, go through fire if he wants it, so it will be. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love, you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now, the impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, and I mean forever, if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love am I. Like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now, the impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, and I mean forever, if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love am I. All right. Gonna read through some of your comments here. Chapeau, thank you. Thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Next up on my list of biggest music influences, I wanted to sing a song by one of my favorite male vocalists of all time. You all know how much I love Stevie. We started out with Stevie Wonder. I've got to perform with him, which was probably the best experience of my whole life. But aside from Stevie, I think one of my biggest male, at least, vocalist influences ever is Donny Hathaway. So, especially in soul, I always say that he sings every single solitary song from his toes. That guy, like, there's never one note wasted. And that's something that really does inspire me as a singer. I try and approach my songs the same way, with intention. So I wanted to sing a song, but along to him, because in case you guys haven't maybe heard the song before, I want you to hear how much he has influenced how I approach music. So I'm gonna sing some lines with him, and I'll let him take the lead on some other ones. I thought that might be fun. So let's try it out. This is I Believe to My Soul. It's so good. Ray Charles also does a great version of this. One of these days, and it won't be long, you're gonna look for me, and I'll be gone. I believe, said I believe, oh yeah, oh baby, said I'm gonna make a fool out of me. I said you're going around here with your head so hard. I think I'm gonna have to use my right, 'cause I believe. Said I believe. Oh yeah. Oh, I believe, baby. I said I believe you're trying to make a fool out of me. So good. I heard you say, oh, Ronnie, when you know my name, when you know his name, when you know his name is Ronnie, I believe, oh, yeah, yeah, oh, baby, I said I believe you're trying to make a fool out of me. It's so hard.
I think I'm gonna have to use my rod.
I got to know how you really feel. I got to know that your love for me is real. 'Cause I believe, oh, you don't want me. I said I believe, you don't need me. I believe. Switch to the next song. That's just so good. I mean, you see how hyped I get when I sing along to Donnie. Like he's just, yeah. You should check out his version of "Yesterday" by the Beatles. I don't know, they're so different. I don't want to say one's better than the other, but Donnie's is so good. And also he has a version of "You've Got a Friend" that I usually sing live, like I do his arrangement, where he gets the audience to sing, and I have never heard such an amazing audience on that recording. Like, it sounds like a choir. They're amazing. And he says so too. He's like, wow, gotta take you on the road with me. So check that out, Donny Hathaway. Next, I have a song I wanted to sing, which there's kind of like a double tie-in here. I always loved Dinah Washington. And I found out that Amy Winehouse also loved Dinah Washington, which was interesting because once I found that out, you could really tell how much she was influenced by Dinah by the way she ends her notes. For example, Dinah always sort of went like down at the end of her notes. For example, she would go like, relax and max. And Amy also, you could tell, like if you listen to any of her songs, she'll go like, you only say goodbye with words. She always goes down, kind of similarly. So I chose this song because it is always one of my favorites to perform live. It's on my very first live album recording that I did when I was like 13, I think. I say, it's Mambo time before it, because it is Mambo time now. But yeah, I especially love this one because the arrangement is by Quincy Jones. So as you guys, I don't know if you know this, if you're watching, if you don't know me and my music, Quincy has been so supportive and just so amazing to me throughout my career. He's really a mentor, and also one of my greatest influences. So yeah, that's the double tie in there, and here we go. Relax, Max. Ready? And I'm singing along to her because I want you to hear her voice too. Relax, Max. Your nerves are just like jumping jacks, Max. Your heart is stumping with a crazy sound. Hear it pound, bumping, 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 jumping up and down. Stay cool, fool. Just take it easy, that's the rule. The evening hasn't even started yet. So my pet, control yourself, don't get upset. Don't think I'm cold if I say you're too bold. I've been fooled by that moon up above. I want your kiss just as you want my kiss, but a kiss is no kiss without love. So relax, Max. I hate to stop you in your tracks, Max, but first you gotta prove your love to me. And when you do, I'll love you, love you, love you like you want me to. This arrangement though, don't think I'm cold if I say you're too bold. I've been fooled by the moon up above. I want your kiss just as you want my kiss, but relax, Max. I hate to stop you in your tracks, Max, but first you gotta prove your love is true. And when you do, I love you, love you, love you like you want me to. Oh, come on, relax, Max. Your nerves are kind of bad there, boy. Hold it down, boy. Take it easy, fool. Oh, relax yourself. Evening young yet. Come on, relax, Max. Oh, it's so good. You know a song inside and out when you know the outro. All right. My iPad is dancing. Awesome. All right, so next up, I wanted to sing a song by an amazing and I think really one of the pillars of jazz. My singing coach actually introduced me to Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross when I was, I don't know, maybe 15 years old. I was really into them because at the time I was transcribing a lot of horn solos and music, and she said, there used to be a group who did vocalises. They would take songs by like Coltrane and Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock and write lyrics to them and do it in harmony. So, of course, right up my alley, I was so into them. And when I think it was like the same year that I actually found out about their music, I actually performed at, I think it was either Carnegie Hall or the Lincoln Center. But I was with Marvin Hamlish, and in the crowd was Jon Hendricks. And I found out after I performed, and I was freaking out. I think I was crying. I was just so excited. Like, I was so starstruck to meet him. And he was so nice. And I later went on to perform with him, actually at the Blue Note in New York, with Annie Ross also in the audience, and they also sang together. And it was just such an amazing night, and he taught me so much just in the short time I got to hang out with him. Backstage, we were singing Monin, and on stage, we sang Cloudburst, which is, it's just so good and so crazy, and I don't know anyone who could possibly sing it other than Jon Hendricks. So I'm going to play it. I'll come in here and there with harmonies and stuff, kind of like what I did live with him. I wanted to recreate it because unfortunately, he passed away in 2017. But I wanted to recreate what we did in 2011. So here we go. Rest in peace, Jon Hendricks and Lambert. I was blue and I was always wearing brown because my God had turned me down. Then we met and you could bet I knew from the first you were my love, 'cause that's when your great cloudburst. My heart really flew the day you called my heart. I hope that we never say goodbye. How's the great, how's the minds when every verse I called you love, and that's when your great cloudburst. Take it, John.
Hey, baby, I'm gonna tell you about your love.
Let me just run out and it's returned up. Oh, here comes the bride. I want to find a way to tell you that I really do. Kind of rush on me and bruise me. Time that I can't want more me. I said, darling, I'm really falling. You got me dizzy and getting on it, carried away. Just think you're gonna be mine someday. Oh, let's spin a little bottle. I don't even know what he's saying here. With all my heart. I know, pretty baby, I know, pretty baby, I know you're the one. Yes, you're the one, I'm the one that you're gonna take it. It's cloudy and gray, and that's the worst. How do you call it cloudburst? When it's in a dream, it's unsaid. How do you chase the gray away? How easy does it? How pleasant was it? Love you, look who I love you, do you? I'm a lucky lover, I got the love you should discover. I was blue and I was always wearing brown because my God had turned me down. Then we met and you could bet I knew from first you were my love, 'cause that's when your great cloudburst. Take a look at me, boy, take another look, take another look, take another look, take another one. Don't look at me, I'm open my eyes and now I see. How's the gray, I'm still the body when that's first. I promise you love, 'cause that's when your great cloudburst. Wow, that's crazy. So much fun. Now that you have a little bit of an idea of the music that shaped me, I wanted to play a brand new song for you guys. It's a new single. If you follow me, maybe you've heard it. If not, then I hope you enjoy it. This song, I co-wrote this one before all this self-isolation and quarantine, and then it was supposed to just come out on my album, but because of what was going on, I thought that it would have been maybe something everybody could relate to right now, because honestly, on a good day, I'm pretty antisocial. I don't like going out so much, and that's what this song is all about. It's just kind of making light and poking fun at my own habits, and just, this is what I do on any given night. So this is called Loner. stopped inviting me, I always tell you no. Forgot my number 'cause I don't answer my phone. These kind of parties are getting old. It feels like pulling teeth, I only end up bleeding up. Fake conversations, why don't we all grab a drink? No validation, doesn't matter what they think. Let's flip the script to a monologue. I'm talking to myself, put me on the shelf, please. 'Cause I don't care where you are. Let me be a loner. I'm better on my own. Won't be coming over. It's easier than home. Let me get undressed. No one to impress. I'ma be an antisocial mess. Let me be a loner. Sometimes I wish there was a way to clone myself. I'd send her out so she could act like someone else. Yeah. No, it's nothing personal, 'cause you would be the queen, I'd still be doing me, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't care where you are. Let me be a loner. I'm better on my own. Won't be coming over. It's easier at home. Let me get undressed. No one to impress. I'ma be an antisocial mess. Let me be a loner. I don't want to be around you. Yeah, I don't have to be about you. Let me be a loner. I'm better on my own. Won't be coming over. It's easier at home. Let me get undressed. No one to impress. I'ma be an antisocial mess. Let me be a loner. Hey, I'm better on my own, baby. I won't be coming over. I'm better on my own, yeah. Hey, oh, yeah. Let me get undressed. No one to impress, no, babe. Let me be alone, loner. Again. So that was Loner off my upcoming album. It's called Turn Down the Sound. It'll be out July 10th. So it's less than a month away now. I can't believe it's almost here. I want to read some of the comments here. Wow, we love it. Cheers. This album's going to be incredible. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Lots of virtual applause. Thanks. I hear you in my head. So speaking of my new album, it's called Turn Down the Sound, which is a song on the album that I co-wrote with my mentor who he passed away in 2016. His name was Rod Temperton. He is probably one of my favorite songwriters of all time. He wrote so many hits, so many songs that you would know. Thriller, he wrote Off the Wall, he wrote Rock With You, Burn the Cisco Out, Always and Forever by Heatwave, Boogie Nights, Groove Line, like every single Heatwave song you can think of. And I have 2 songs of his that will be on my album. One being Turn Down the Sound, which we co-wrote, and one called Bubbles, which he wrote specifically for me. I'm so excited for everyone to hear it. But when Rod passed away, I wanted to pay tribute to him somehow, but I didn't really I couldn't, it was too daunting of a task. Like I didn't even know how to start. I tried many slow songs and kind of more sentimental stuff, and I was just like, it doesn't feel right. I wanted to write something that he would have enjoyed, that he would have really said. He always said, "All right, Wobbles, now you're getting it," because he called me Wobbles. Something that he would have said that to me too. So I wrote this song. It's also on my album. It's called Nerve. I'm gonna sing it for you, and then I think we have time for probably one more song after that. But yeah, let's get into it. This is Nerve. Also, it's out now. If you like it, you can go stream it. You got that something that I just can't define. Smoother than suede in 1979. Don't give a damn about the way things should be. And I wanna brag and always show it to me. Boy, you don't need no key. You always get it for free. Nerve. So much nerve. You got nerve. You walk around like you got nothing to prove. Like cool hand Luke, only with more attitude. So fresh to death, that's how you live in your life. 'Cause you want something even money can't buy. Boy, forget that degree. 'Cause you know what I be don't teach. You got nerve. Woo! So much nerve. You got nerve. Yeah, nerve. You got nerve. 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 If you got the nerve. Come on, break it down. Nerve. If you got the nerve. You got nerve. So much nerve. You got nerve. You got the nerve. You got nerve. Woo! Nerve. You got nerve. You got some nerve, baby. Vibin'. Thank you. Oh, we got this emoji. I think this is very accurate. Someone on my Facebook said you need a stage. I do. I'm just sitting down. I feel so strange. Usually I'm like, jumping around the stage, having fun. But, until we can actually meet in real life, until I can come to the Blue Note in New York. My last show, my second to last show before all this quarantine was actually at the Blue Note in Japan, which is pretty cool. I did a little residency there over Christmas. I did like 8 shows in 4 days. It was crazy, but it was so much fun. Okay. Next up, this might be a little bit, I may have bit off more than I can chew here, but I'm still gonna try. I figured now would be the best time to try this out. Why not, right? We're here, we're having fun, I'm sitting at home. It feels like less pressure for some reason, even though I know there's still an audience. I've never sung this before, but it's probably my favorite Ella Scat, I would say, of all time. It's off Live in Berlin, which is, I think it's her best, in my opinion, her best live album, except for maybe Live in Paris, which is also really great. This scat, it's just wild. I wanted to try and sing along and see what gives. This will be my last song, mostly because I will probably burn out by the end of it. But if you don't hear me at the end of it, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in and spending your Wednesday evening with me here. it was so much fun. I know you're looking at the clock and you're like, wait, you said you were going to be on for 45 minutes. It's 8:35, you have 10 minutes. This song is like a 7-minute scat. So by the time I'm finished this, it'll be done. I will be done. All right. Should I try this out? I don't know the entire scat perfectly. I may like sing along as much as I possibly can, and then when I blank, or you know, I want to show her voice, I'll come out of it. But because we're in this situation where I don't have a band, I'm not the best pianist of all time, I have to kind of make do with what I have, and I just thought this would be fun. This is honestly how I practice and how I learned to sing, is just like singing along and imitating until I, you know, found my own voice. But I wouldn't be where I am without Ella Fitzgerald and all these amazing musicians that I spoke about tonight. I'm forever, eternally grateful, and yeah, I love them so much. All right, here we go. You like Mac and Knife? Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no love where love's far away too, till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's heaven, it's where you are. Somewhere there's music, how near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will have still my heart, how high the moon. How high the moon is the name of the song. How high the moon, though the words may be wrong. We're singing it because you asked for it, so we're swinging it just for you. How high the moon does it touch the stars? How high the moon does it reach up to Mars? Though the words may be wrong to the song, we ask how high, 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 high is the moon. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, though the words may be wrong to the song, we ask how high, 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 high. People wonder what I'm singing. We're digging on ever see a dream walking while I did it. 10th grade dancing, I lost my yellow basket. Having a heat wave, tropical heat wave. Woody doody 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 doody. I guess I better quit while my head went way back home in Idaho. Hi,